What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is here, back with just a quick update for transfer news. We have an outgoing that was, quite frankly, long overdue. And salut, Supermalt stream. Now, listen, people. I thought when this news was going to be announced, I was going to have loads of jokes. I thought I was going to be popping jokes left and right. But you know what? I'm going to do this gracefully because you know what? He tried his best. He did try everything he could, but it just wasn't enough. And if you don't know, Tyler Roberts has left Leeds United on loan with view to a permanent move to QPR. And I'm delighted. I can't lie. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and say that it was anything but a disaster. But listen, I'm very happy he's gone. Yeah, I mean this probably sums it up the best. Nice lad, but hooray. That's probably it. That's probably it. Hey everyone. Yeah, well, listen, this isn't going to be too long because I was going to do this pre-recorded, but I thought let me just get a couple of comments from the people on this monumental day because this has been a long time coming. Let's be real. It's been a long time coming. And let's just go to the Leeds United press report. Yeah, Supermalt, man. Let's celebrate. Cheers. So yeah, I'm not going to read all of it because it's quite long. But Tyler Roberts has completed a season-long move to Championship side QPR. Now, I remember being on with Joe, and Joe, he thought that there might have been something with Tyler. I said, nah, he wouldn't even get into a Premier League starting 11. No one in the Prem would want him. If anyone would want, it would probably be Forest. But no, I think it was clubs like Hull, maybe even Sheffield United that were after him too. This is his level, people. This is it. So listen, there's no sympathy. I do wish him all the best. I want to make that clear because I don't hate anybody. I always say to you, hate is a strong word, but he just wasn't good enough for Leeds United. I mean, yeah. Listen, let's have a look. The forward made 30 appearances throughout the 2021 campaign. No, we're skipping that. Tyler Roberts has played over 100 times for Leeds United, which is a mad stat still. And he contributed significantly to the side since his arrival in 2018. I mean, that's debatable. I mean, listen, you know what I mean? But this is I'm not going to read all of that because it's all mumbo jumbo. But yeah, Joss, this is it. Nice to chop the dead wood out, and this is what I love to see. This is what I'm loving seeing right now. We see Tyler Adams come through the door today. I hope you check that video out if you haven't already. That one's already been put out there. I've got the next one lined up, which has got a very interesting ending because I didn't press stop, but you know how it goes. But listen, this is what we needed to do. This should have been done last summer. He should never have got a new contract. He should have been gone last summer. It was never going to work with this guy. And if I've got this right, if I've got this right, people, for anyone that thinks I'm being overly harsh and saying, but you know, a lot of those were sub appearances and things like that. His Leeds United tenure is apparently, and if I've got this wrong, sue me, but 108 appearances, 9 goals and 10 assists for a forward player. I mean, you can try and defend that if you want. Be my guest. Do that in the comments. Defend that if you want to, but I'm not defending that. That's a poor return, especially in the time when we were a free-flowing attacking team under Bielsa. He's had plenty of chances under Bielsa. Bielsa always made him the first sub. He'd always be the first one on. He had his opportunities, and it just wasn't going to work. But thankfully, the board, yet again, this is another move. This is great from them. This is it. They're starting to get rid of the emotional attachments that they've had, and they've said to him, listen, Tyler, with all the new signings coming in, you're not going to be playing. So it's probably best that you leave. Now, there's an option to buy, which is unfortunate. It's not obligation to buy, but it's an option for 4.5 million. Listen, I hope he kills it at QPR. I really do. I hope he kills it there and he can move on and do things down there because QPR is a good base for him to be at. It's a good level for him to be at. They finished 11th last year. They faded away towards the end. And I think he'll probably be one of the main players there. If I've got it right, Charlie Austin has left there. I don't know for that for certain, but you would think that he's going to get some game time down there at QPR, much more than he would here. And this is what I mean when I said this about Jesse last year, when everyone was worried about the comments about certain players being good in the group and things like that. He had to say those things. He couldn't just come in and say these guys are all the dogs, behind. He had to. That's what he was there for. He's motivational. He was trying to bring them all up, big them all up. This is what he had to do. But I had a feeling just with the way I read people's body language, people. I'm usually okay with that. And I could tell he didn't rate a lot of these players. He didn't, which is why we've gone for Tyler Adams today. And once again, very happy with that. Heard what he had to say today. It sounds brilliant. And I think he's going to do well for us on the pitch. I genuinely do. And yeah, Eric Bevan. I mean, this is it. No disrespect to Tyler, but this makes me happy. We're moving on. That's it. That's it for me. That's more of what I'm happy at. Tyler Roberts. I wish him all the best in his career, and he'll have a fine career. He already has done. He's already achieved great things in his career, playing at the Premier League level. But this is for my club now. I'm always club first. You guys know that. I don't care about players in that way. I love my club. And my club was never going to progress as long as he was here. For me, this is addition by subtraction. The fact that he's unable to be picked again is a great thing. And listen, let's have a look. Yeah, Richard, looks like the family mentality is starting to finally be broken, KG. It needed it. It needed it, man. We absolutely needed to break it up. It was sickening. It was sickening. Kong Victor here. Is Tyler Adams a potential left back winger? No, but he has played right back before, but he will be predominantly in the midfield. That's it. That's his best. That's where he plays best. Defensive midfield, central midfield. So I see him being there. Yeah, good luck to Jared. You've given me a nice call back, because this is what I said. Jared, you must remember the video I made when he got that injury. And his last was that his last appearance, or did he get on in the last game? I don't recall. That Brentford game is an absolute blur to me now, and that's got nothing to do with alcohol, as I don't drink, as you know. But listen, one of his last appearances, let's just say, was him hobbling around the pitch, trying to do his best as Jesse Marsh left him on, as we were fighting a relegation battle. That's a great image for him to go on. Listen, we always leave with love, people. We always leave with love. And that is a great way for him to go out. And he tried his hardest. And he did. You know what? That's something I will always say about him. He tried his hardest, but I'm afraid trying your hardest at the Premier League level when you haven't got the quality, it just isn't good enough. But he did. He tried his hardest. He went out injured for us, and he was out for a while. And he leaves a warrior in some people's eyes, I guess. But yes, it was needed. It was needed, man. And Tom here saying, going to be weird watching all these new signings play at ER come August. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm really excited, man. I'm really excited. And when we get the next one in, which looks very imminent, and look out for that video probably tomorrow when it's announced. I mean, it's just we're going to be playing some real exciting football this year. This is something that will get clipped up, but I believe it. I think we're going to be playing some real good stuff. You can see the comfortability that Jesse's got. And I know a lot of people say Jesse signing Tyler Adams, it's another player he knows. There's nothing wrong with that. Managers have done that through time. Remember Harry Redknapp with Cranshaw and all these Crouchy and all these guys. Neil Warnock, listen, we know more than anyone, right? Neil Warnock, remember the band got back together then, about 5 years too late. Tongi, Brownie. We rejected a young, talented Ross Barkley because we couldn't get ahead of Michael Brown. The game is the game. But listen, managers will always go with someone that's comfortable. But I believe Jesse's a smart guy, and he wouldn't have brought him over unless he was comfortable in the league. And you can see he's shedding out a lot of the deadwood as much as he can. So, yeah, I mean, listen, so glad Tyler's gone. I'm willing, if anyone here, I'm looking at the comments right now. I'm not staying too long. But if anyone's got any nice things you can say, please let me put them up. I'm more than happy to put them up. The one thing I will say, I think one of the best things he did do was when we got promoted and he was carrying his medal around on holiday with him and Calvin. I thought that was very entertaining. But yeah, again, that's something off the pitch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jake saying Sinister was or however you say his name, was pictured at Leeds Airport earlier. Yeah, I think has he done his medical yet? I'm not sure about that. But yeah, he's coming, man. And what a signing. Like I say, I've given all my thoughts on that video, which will be out probably tomorrow. Uh, Here we are. This is it. Liam Moore, he scored 2 great goals against Hull. Here we go. That's it. Marvelous, marvelous. Has anyone got anything else? Emma saying Jesse's fingerprints all over our transfer activity, sword in hand. He absolutely is, and this is what we needed. We needed a coach that would work with Victor. Victor has got some good ideas. I'm not going to just take that away from him, but we needed a coach that would say, "Listen, if this is my thing, I need to make this team my own. I need to make this team, mold it into what I believe it should be." And I think that's what we're getting with it. You can see the type of players we're getting, just young in that 21 to 25 bracket. You know, Mark Ruck, I can't remember how old he is, but, you know, in that kind of age bracket that are just hungry, got loads of energy, but have got quality on the ball. I think it's going to be great. I think we're going to have a decent season. I'm not going to get too carried away, but I don't think we're going to be in trouble. Uh-oh. I've said it now. I've said it now. Yeah, Kongvin, exactly, man. As happy as I am, Tyler is a nice guy, and I wish him all the best at QPR. Absolutely. Oh, Joe. Joe. Oh, man, this guy, man. You know, I think Joe might be Bandy in disguise. I'm starting to think you guys are the same people, but Joe's saying Tyler Roberts leaving, but he could still do a job, man. Oh, man. This guy, man, he'll believe it. He'll believe it. But no, listen, Joe, I told you, this wasn't his level. Not even Forest. I'm sure if we could have bunged him off to Forest, we would have done so. Forest were even looking at Somerville because I believe Somerville's got that talent. But Tyler Roberts just ain't it, man. And yeah, always, man, always. And here's Bandy. Oh, Joe's using both accounts. Let me see. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Bandy saying, I think that Roberts has been very unlucky. The boy has so much skill. It's a shame. Mm. Yeah, okay. And like I said to Joe on his stream, the only thing I would say is that I've just told you those stats. If those are correct, 108 games, 9 goals. I mean, that's just shocking, by the way. That's terrible. But Sam Greenwood, in the short space of time that he's been here, has shown more for me than Tyler Roberts ever has. And that's terrible to say, isn't it? But listen, it is what it is. Joe, be careful. Richard's reporting you, man. Nah, it's all love. It's all love. But yes, anything good. Honestly, I'm being genuinely serious. I'm really not lying. I will put them up because you know me. As happy as I am, I want I want some positive thoughts if you've got any in terms of Tyler Roberts. 7 psychopaths, interesting. The stats don't lie regarding Roberts. I'm afraid they don't. And just the eye test, that's what I go on. I'm not really a stats guy. I'll bring them up at sometimes just to give you a full picture. But the eye test told you, man, the guy, no one knew what he was. And if anyone in the comments can tell me, was he a striker, attacking midfielder, central midfielder, right winger? I mean, he was just all over the gaff, but not doing a much of anything. So listen, like I say, I'm not going to stay too long. I was only going to give this like a 5 minutes on a pre-record, but I did want to get your thoughts on this just before I left. And yeah, I don't know. Nigel, I wonder what Brownie's reaction is. He's probably cracked open something a bit stronger than I have. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even done all the housekeeping. Yeah, just hit a like on the video. Hit a like for me, and hit a like if you like the fact that Tyler Roberts has gone out on loan. That will probably get more likes, actually. So yeah, do that. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, R41. You've said that as well. Get Klitsch and Rodrigo out. I agree, but in the sense as that I would hope that we're getting in other players to replace them. I think that if we let them go, we have to have some bodies on the bench to replace them, because otherwise, let's keep them on the bench for this season. Click, I would love to go. Let me get this straight though. I would love both to be sold, but we're not talking like football manager here. We're talking real world. So if they're having to stay because we can't get anybody else in on a cheap or on a loan, let's just keep them on the bench. But let's just hope that we never hardly have to see them. But I need to make that clear with you. It's on a realistic level only. Um, It's on a realistic level only. If it was fantasy, then both of them would be gone. Honest to God, both of them would be gone because that's more of getting out the dead wood. Ishtar, I like it when you read one of my comments out. Deal. Well, there you go, mate. There you go. Somebody said their click is a good squad player. Fair enough. It's gone up, so I can't put it on screen. I'm afraid. Uh, Villa Martin, Tyler offers more than Click did last year. Would have offloaded Click and kept Tyler as a bench player. I mean, Villa Martin. I mean, that bar. I'm sorry, is on the floor. And I'm not being horrible. I'm trying not to be sound too horrible here, but let me see if I can just get his Premier League 21-22 matches 23. So whether that's starting or bench doesn't matter. Because look at Joe Gilhart. If you want to say it's unfair, look at Joe Gilhart's talent and what he did. Matches 23, goals 1, assists 1, yellow cards 5. Say no more, people. Say no more. But listen. I'm going to leave it here because I think Joe's got something going on, and you guys should all go over and watch Joe and see what he's saying. He'll probably give Tyler a eulogy or something like that. But for me, this is just another positive move by Leeds United in terms of moving forward in our Premier League, in our second Premier League run. Good luck to Tyler. I wish you all the best at QPR. I hope you do well. I hope you bag that 4.5 million move there. It would be tremendous for you. And to everybody here as well, FPL, I've put the link in my community. So if you want to join the FPL league and get beat by me, feel free to join the league. You know, one of them. Hey. Now, I'm all right still, but yeah. Now, if you want to join FPL, if you do play it, press the link in the community post and you can join me there. There's still a video on Tyler Adams if you haven't seen that yet, so go check that out. And there'll be a video for our new signing that will probably be incoming tomorrow, hopefully. So yeah, I'll leave it there. But yeah, so you weren't good enough, Tyler. All the best, and Leeds move on. Leeds march on. That's the best way to end this one. Thanks for all the comments, people. Put your comments about Tyler and anything else in the comments below in a bit.